I guess I'm live. Sorry, I hit the hit the button before I was ready. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, sorry for the jiggle wiggles. Guess I'll go ahead and do. How about that? Let me turn you up. Hope you can hear me. And I was not ready whatsoever, but I'm going to be sewing in the signatures today. Let me find myself on the screen. 5 minutes early. Hey, early bird gets the worm, right? That's right. That's View channel. I'm getting there. I'm here. I'm here. See, see, see? See, see, see? Oh, I got to turn volume down. Yep. I did a little something for you OCD people. Look at this. I have one up and one down. Just kidding. Well, it'll be fun, don't you think? All right. So, there. I got me up on the screen so I can see y'all. Now, what is that? Little leaf. I'm playing with leaves. Today I'm going to be talking about pumpkin spice. So I left you the other day with doing my Tyvek on this, and I see that you're seeing my pants again. Golly, golly. All right, there we go. Anyway, so I have this all set before I go to sewing it in. You always like double check, make sure everything's the way you want it. I know this is upside down, but I printed it upside down. I'm not going to cry about it because crying gets us nowhere now, you know. Those are kind of bland, but that's okay. We'll be adding something to them. Now, this is a Fifi the Paper Crafter design team project, and excuse my hands because I have been inking for the past hour and sanding and doing everything else that I possibly can do. So, but I am happy to report that I got my all but one die organized, logged, and put away. I am very happy because I had like 25. So, all right, I think this is looking good. So that'll be the back page. This will be the front page. I don't have any little weird sizes, so I'm just going to do it like this. And now I like to use this thing here, this bone folder, in order to clamp it together. And what I do is when they're all the same size, is I just push down on this as much as I can, hold on to it, and then I put in my clamps. And I see Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear was here. Fuzzy Wuzzy joined me. Come in, say hello. Welcome, welcome. I love to hear your voices. All right. I can feel it loosening in my little hand, so we're going to do this again. And so if you are not familiar with my Did You Know series, what I do is I have dry hands. How dry I am. Okay. Anyway, Did You Know series, what I do is I just pick random subject, has something to do with either the season or, you know, life or my project, something. Anyway. And then I tell you about it. So today it's going to be about pumpkin spice, and it's just facts. Oh, do I not have a third one? I do. It's over here. It's hiding from me. All right. So since the last time we were together, I did. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bump y'all. Okay. You want to see how tight? I can't. The camera's too. Here, maybe I can do this. Anyway, here. Will that do it? If I do that? No. Anyway, you can see how tight it is. Good enough. So, I have chosen waxed string, and it will be black this time. So, the way I judge is I go 1, 2, and at least 2.5. The question is, okay, before I begin, the question is, the way I'm going to put this in, I'm not going to have the string showing on here in the inside and dangling down. If you do, you want to go 3 times for a big normal size signature. If not, you can go less for the signature. Oh, and look what I did. I don't know if you guys can see. I don't know, can you or not? I added, there, maybe, yeah, right there. I added glossy accents that make it all pretty fine. So there you go. So anyway, let's get on our facts. And I'm going to do 1, 2, and a half for good measure and cut. So welcome in, say hello, hello, welcome. So pumpkin spice flavor profile has been around for centuries. I know y'all probably think it's a brand new thing, but it is not a brand new thing. It's very old. The earliest known pumpkin spice reference dates back to a British recipe from 1675. That recipe had in it cloves, pepper, nutmeg, and cinnamon. Look how filthy my fingers look. They're really not filthy. I'm sorry. All right. And other recipes also contain ginger and or allspice. And I always wonder what allspice was, you know? Hi, T. Anyway, I should have looked up what allspice is because I really don't know. It's a bunch of spice put together. So the blend is used to flavor pumpkin pie, which is how it got its name. So that's a start. That's a start. All right. Now, I'm going to sew this into this, and then I'm going to glue this into this. That's the way this is going to work. So I want to get this lined up, and if I didn't make it perfectly long enough, then like you can tell, I have a little bit out here and a little bit out there. I want to make sure I get that done in betweenst, you know. I should have got a piece of paper ready, but I didn't. Shame on me. Here, will this work? Nope, that one won't work. How about this one? This one will work. All right, here's what I do. You make it the same size as your signature, as your spine, not your signature. I will try to say the words right so we don't have any issues. All right, once you got it that size, fold it in half. Oh, I'm doing a 3 signature pamphlet stitch, which is probably the most common for us junk journalers. And so then I got it folded in half, which is going to keep me centered. Then we're going to fold it in half again, which is going to give me the center of the center. And then, since these are all the same size, I am going to go down about to here, and I fold both pieces over about right there. And then we've got it made for a template. So once you open it up, you're going to put a pokey hole and a pokey hole and a pokey hole. Now, you want to make sure that you don't see, when this goes together, you're going to see that if you have this top and bottom hole too far in, like if you're trying to capture something in here. Oh, allspice is... sorry about the noise, y'all. There's a crash downstairs. Ground cinnamon, nutmeg, and cloves. Oh, well, alrighty. That's allspice for you. Thank you, T. So if you have something short, like if it was like in the middle here and you wanted to stand out, and you decided you was going to put a hole here and a hole here and a hole here, that wouldn't be, you would need to do at least a 5 hole, or I would do a 5 hole if you're going to have something small in the middle. Anyway, nevertheless, this is what we're doing. Hello, Marie. Welcome. All right, I'm going to find the center of this little black section here. Looks like it's about right there. I'm going to go down here, see if it's about right there too. And then I'm going to mark with a pencil. I can see where my lines are, which are here, here, and here. So I'm going to mark with a pencil and put little dots. And don't really need to do that, y'all, but I'm going to do it anyway. That's not centered. That needs to come over. And see, this was the reason I wanted to do it, because I have the tie back on it. Okay. All right. I'm going to line that up. See how off I am? Ooh, naughty, naughty. Oh, and you have to mark top and bottom. Sorry, that's probably what the problem is. Hold on. If you don't mark the top with the top, you might be off. And that's closer. So this is top. Okay. I'm going to clamp that because I got lots of clamps. Finally figured out how this works. It won't work on my phone and kind of, but not works on my laptop. Aw, I'm so sorry. You know, did it help with me giving the link today? Because I thought that might help some people, because I know that there are lost souls. I'm going to go ahead and clamp this side as well. I think that might have been part of the problem, is everybody's kind of lost in La La Land. Is that tip crooked? This is the good, no, this is the bad one. Let me get a good one. That one might be better. Who knows? All right, so I have the holes. I do want to mark this as the top as well, so I know which way, just in case I decide to flip things around and don't get it. All right, now I have my holes for this, and I'm going to put it right in the center. And you see that it's a little bit not matching up, y'all. It's not matching up. It's not matching up. It's fine. All right. I'm going to do my center hole first. And I'm playing poke it in the middle. Close it up as tight as you can. This is where some people have a lot of issues. Make sure that this is going in straight as another tip. Make sure this goes in straight, and you close this as far as you can close it in order for it to work. Now I'm pulling it out. I'm holding on to my template, and I'm moving to the other side. So you can see right here, I've got it lined up again, pulling it down, pushing it through. Again, I'm going to pull it out, hold on to the template, move my hand down, and push it through. There we go. Now, don't need the template any longer. So since I'm going to be doing this and I want it to look nice and flush on the inside, I'm going to be coming from the outside. So I have to start in the middle of this. This is the top. These are all lined up correctly. And, you know, I know people have issues with this. I shouldn't have greased up my hands first. That's what I shouldn't have done. But that's okay. Now, when you're putting this in, if you're having issues with it, close it back up like you can and poke it through, and you will have better luck then. Now, I leave it a little long out here while I'm playing with the second hole. That doesn't want to cooperate with me because this is like under here. Yeah, there we go. All right, you will need it, but you're not going to need it quite yet. I got to get this out of the way. It's like driving me crazy. All right, here we go. Here we go. I know I got to give you more facts. All right. So now that I have, and see the strings are going to come out the back. So I need to tighten that up before I go to my third hole. I need to make sure that I have enough to tie it off. I'm leaving, you know, I don't know, 2.5 inches or something. And then I'm going to poke it in here. And again, keep it loose. Keep it from fumbling around will be your best little helper. And then you pull it through here. You're going to have to give some string here. You see how that like left me with nothing? It almost lost it. If it does, you just got to pull it out and redo it. Ow, my finger is a little sore. I'm going to pull it back through though. I like to leave enough I can curl my finger around it. And normally I will decorate my journal just a little bit, like 3/4 of the way. That's the way I like to do it typically. All right. Oops, 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 oops. I'm going to put this back on. I keep this needle with my threads in a baggie. That's the way I do that. That way they are ready to go. Let me get them out of my way. All right. Now, one side of the string, you see how this is one side of the string's on this side, one string on that side. You're going to pull it taut, and I'm going to hold on to this, and I'm going to release all of these. All right. Now, this is much easier with paper than it is with fabric, if you're using fabric, because it's harder to see the holes and all that jazz. All right, now that I have that done, I'm going to tighten. I'm not like pull, I am just pulling taut, okay? One last look to make sure there's no little gappy something another. Now, if you end up with a big hole because you pulled it too hard, you just take your bone folder, you go over it, you add a little bit of Distress ink over the top of it, and you're good to go, all right? All right, we're gonna do a square knot. So, right over left. Right goes over the left and under through. That looks like it loosened up on me. I'm gonna take it out before I tighten it. I'm gonna do it again because it looked like it let me. All right. Hold the knot right over left. And then left over right. And that will give you a square knot. Okay, now I don't want this hanging out, so I gotta get rid of all this excess, but I'm not gonna get rid of it to the extreme. What I like to do is I like to glue it in right along the edge here, and this one's going to be on this edge. So you kind of just use your finger, hold it down, glue it in, and that's going to secure it for you. And you might need to do it a second before you let go. And don't worry if it's not like exact, no biggie. All right, I'm gonna get the glue off my finger paws for a minute while I read another thing. Wait a minute, I gotta get my glue lid on. Glue lid, uh-oh, it's having a baby over here. There we go, get rid of these. In the pile. Now you're done with your template, so you can toss it. You can keep it if you want, but more than likely I find that it's not really helpful because it's already been done. Okay, let's see. Most recently, the spice company Thomas and Taylor Spice Company is credited for giving pumpkin pie spice its name. In the late 1930s, companies like Thompson and Taylor and McCormick and Company put the blend on the grocery shelves. Having a pre-mixed saved bakers from having to buy several different spices, and saved them on space and on money. Isn't that special? All right, there we go. You see I've got a little cush room to add some stuff. This is kind of dry. How dry I am. I like the song. Sorry. Little kid song, you know. And just for fun, I'm going to add a piece of tape. It is not necessary at all, but I'm going to do it. Just, you know. Now, on a bigger journal, it might be worthy of doing that. All right, so now you're ready to get it in here. So it's a hidden signature because, or a hidden spine, excuse me. You can't see the spine. You can't tell that the spine's going to be in here because once you get this on and then you get this on, it's going to look like it's all in one. Okay. So I'm using tacky glue again for this. And the way I'm going to start is I'm going to start with the spine itself. Now you want to make sure you get all the way to the top, all of this edge, because if you don't do the edge, you will have some issues. And I see that my spine is a little bit longer than this, but it's okay because it's within the book. I'm going to go clumpity clump, make sure all this is filled in everywhere. I don't want it on that part though. All right. Then I'm going to do here. Now the cat's going to go crazy. Let's go crazy. Do, 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 do. I'm going to go along this edge again. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Go to the edge, 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 all the way. And I like tacky glue because it gives you some time to work with this. If you're working with other glues, I know there's a lot of people that like to use Fabri-Tac for everything, but y'all don't have the time you need to make this work, you know? Art glitter glue, not good for this process in my opinion. All right, this is the front. I'm gonna lock that into place and then make sure it's in the spine, make sure it's down far enough. And then once there, I'm gonna get rid of the glue on my finger over here. And before it gets too dry, I'm trying to get the glue off so I don't get it all over everything. I'm going to go back down with my, oh, see it moved on me. Keep this as closed as you can while you're doing this and getting it on, while you're putting your spine on. And you don't want to go there, you want to go here. And there's always a gap, y'all. Okay, and you noticed I only did one side, the top. I didn't do the back yet because I'm gonna go do it in a minute. But you want to make sure this is down first. Yep. Make sure it's kind of all, uh-oh, see that needs to move down. So it gives me time to move it down. Baby, did it? It did. It's giving me the time I need. That's what I like about it. Just giving me enough time to work. I haven't done one of these in so long, y'all. Let's see. While that's gluing down. Do I not have glue on this side? Oh, I got glue on this side. Is that the front? I thought I was doing the front. Oh my goodness. I'm sitting here trying to glue something that doesn't have glue on it. Leave it to me. Now, tacky glue does take a little bit longer to dry. Now, here's one of the things you're not going to do. You're not going to just glue this down straight, okay? Because if you glue this down, what's going to happen? The bend in it is going to make it pucker really bad. So I like to hold it up like this while it's gluing, and while it's drying, you flex it and you work it. You don't just glue it down, say, okay, I'm going to bed. Got it glued. If you do that, you will run into issues. Come on, glue. We're waiting for the glue. For the moment, I can do that because I don't have this side down. You can do it for two sides, but you can't do it for the third side at all. Okay, so the original Starbucks pumpkin spice latte was brought to the company by Peter Dukes. And at the time, he was the company's director of espresso. His department was also responsible for the eggnog latte and peppermint mocha. God bless him. I love my peppermint mocha. I don't care about the spiced latte, but boy, I do like mine. Yeah, I do. Okay, and we're gonna go do this while I wait. I like to go up this edge. Get the edge here. And then make sure you got enough glue that it's gonna seal, but hold on. I'm gonna go in the edge, right there. How are you guys tonight? Are you guys crafting with me, or are you just sitting around watching, or are you falling asleep? I didn't do much today. I've been working on organization in my craft room, and I'm so excited because it's one die from being finished, and I'm really excited about that. All right, so that's almost a paste. Let me get this off my fingers before I work it. All right, now I'm gonna close it. I'm gonna close it like this, but it has to be, if you close it down and you just let it sit like this and glue closed, what's going to happen? You're going to pop it when you open it. See that extra how it popped? So you kind of want to just work it. Work. Open it, close it, bend it, do your stuff while the glue's drying. That's how you do your best. I'm gonna get my lid on my glue while I'm at it. Can you see that it's sealed in there pretty good? I don't know if you can see that. Leave it a few seconds, go back, do it some more. Now, watch it when you're doing this, because you could cut your paper. This is a thick piece of paper and it has Tyvek on the other side of it, so I know that it's not really going to cut too much. I'm not like forcing it, pressing it hard. I'm just sort of pressing it just to go back and forth to kind of seal it in, and that's the way you do it. So just give yourself time. I'm going to go back and check the other side. It's going to open pretty flat. You can also not glue the spine, but just glue from here to here. On a small book, it works though. If you're doing a bigger book, I would suggest you not glue this spine in, and then it'll pop open. You know, it'll like do its little buckle thing where it's like circular here. So that works too. All right. Yeah, yes, we are. And it still sticks out. Ugh. Ugh. All right, when testing out what recipe to use, the Starbucks team poured espresso on top of pumpkin pies. They wanted to be sure that they had the right spice blend to accent their coffee. They ended up using a recipe with cinnamon, clove, and nutmeg. And that is allspice. What do you know? Cheers. Let's have a sip. Oh man, I'm thirsty. Any drinky. All right. I'm waiting for that to dry fully before I go start on this. I think it's pretty dry because me smearing it out has made it better. And then I'm going to glue this down. So, and it's always good if you use the same paper, because I probably should have angled this and cut this way and this way just a little bit so it would have matched up, but instead I have a little pucker there. I ain't gonna worry about it. I am not going to worry about it. I gotta get rid of my twang, man. I'm just like twanging it out. I don't know what's the deal. But I noticed I've been doing it a lot. I just can't help myself. I don't know why. I'm not from the Hicks and not from the sticks. And make sure that you glue in between here as well, because if you don't, you're just gonna have like a little pocket. It's gonna go poop, 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 poop right there. Again, I'm gonna get all the way to the edge. Working this kind of quick, but you know, since it's such a big piece, you know, you want to work kind of quick around the outside edge. And the thinner paper you're using, you may not want to do this little swirly. You might want to like make sure that you've smeared it somewhat. What are we doing downstairs? My goodness.
Me?
I guess.
I'm getting my furnace out.
Well, why we choose these things to do while I'm live. Goodness. All right. I'm trying to get the glue off my finger again. I keep a trash can to my right. Always keep your trash can handy, y'all. All right. I got glue on that. It squirted here a little bit. All right. Time for this side. Now, if I was putting a closure in, you guys, you would need to do it before you put this piece on. I'm not, so it's fine. And I see that I have a glue on my, if you guys don't have a glue eraser, it's a really helpful thing. I didn't know about it when I first started, so you may not either if you haven't, if you're just starting. And I am using laser printed paper. Evidently, this glue that came out here came all over this, but it's coming off. And laser print will definitely take it off without peeling your paper. If you're using inkjet, though, you might be careful that you don't, it might take your print up. So, all right. The pumpkin spice latte didn't actually contain any pumpkin when it was initially released. In 2015, Starbucks tweaked the pumpkin spice latte recipe to include it. Isn't that false advertising? Maybe. Maybe that's why they did. Who knows? I don't know. You see how far I'm putting the glue away from the edge too? I find if you don't put it right on the edge, you're probably better off than if you do put it on the edge. Probably should put my other sleeve up. I didn't get enough right here. I didn't get close enough. There we go. You guys aren't very talkative tonight. Who else has come in? Say hello, please. I like to talk to y'all. Oops. I don't like that so far over there. If you want a nice look, though, you got to get to the edge, all the way to the edge so you don't have issues. And I do like using tacky glue for this. So it's my favorite. What's y'all's temperatures? It's cold here. It's like 45. We had a hard freeze last night. We're gonna have a hard freeze tonight again. Freeze warning. So I'm just gonna smear out these bubbles somewhat so they're not like all puckery, even though they won't because this paper is like the way it's made. It's nice. All right. Oops. Go up. There we go. Hi, Connie. Welcome. I've been missing ya. Been hiding out. Hiding out, I say. You know, I forgot to put my post up in my group, and I think that might have been part of the problem with my watchers. Ow! These have little... Oh, that's sharp. Hold on, we gotta get rid of that little puppy. Man. That was not good. This has like hay or straw or something in it, and that is sharp, sharp, sharp. All right. Our cover is put together. Da, 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 da. All right, so now I gotta figure out ephemera. Time for ephemera. Let's see. I have a big old pile of ephemera. Hang on. Let's see what we got. It's below this part, I think. I put all this other stuff in here from my last, just to see. I got all of this fun stuff. And then I have a few pages, and I don't know if I'm going to use these or not. Oh. I like this one. I might use that. And I don't need that Tyvek. I don't know if I'm going to use... I'm going to make a pocket, though. I think that might make a cute... That might make a cute just circle pocket. Something needs to match this edge, though, because this certainly doesn't go with that. How about the back? I could put the back, or I could do this one. Okay, so according to the data from MyFitnessPal, we order more pumpkin spice lattes on October 31st than any other day of the year. But the pumpkin spice trend hasn't stopped there. As you have probably seen, the fall flavor has become a staple in other products coming out every autumn. This is what I want to know from you. What is the strangest pumpkin spice product that you've actually seen on the shelf at your store? I'm very curious about this because some of them I think are all made up, you know? They have pumpkins. These are legit ones. Pumpkin spice deodorant, pumpkin spice dog shampoo, and pumpkin spice Spam. Doesn't that sound nasty? It does to me. Anyway. If I put that there, it wouldn't take away from that, and I could put something on the front of that. I could actually double this over and have a nice ephemera. Well, I know there's one in our group that calls it ephemera, and it's like, nope, ain't ephemera either. Oh, man. These silly kids. It's ephemera. Ephemera. I don't know. I got to make fun of my daughter because she was saying something. She's always getting on me about saying something funny and cherry. However, you know, so I practice it all the time. Cherry. Well, she was saying, I don't remember what word it was. And I got to make fun of her for once. I was so happy. Because, you know, moms don't get to do that very often. I'm going to use the cutter, actually, to cut this straight. Because black on white actually shows a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm going to cut this edge a little shorter, first of all. Get this out of the way. And then I'll cut this little edge. I love this little quick cutter thing. Oh, and then we got to figure out where we're at. I'm going to do it like right there. Give or take a little piece or pops there. All right. That's going to be my little pocket. On the inside, I think I'm going to cut it in just enough that it doesn't show if the glue decides to stick it somewhere besides where I wish for it to be stuck. How about that? Does that look okay? Let's see what I've got first. I don't want to like stick it down before I should have actually looked and see. So this is Cabinet of Curiosities by Fifi's Digital Designs. Oh. Let me turn my page over. I got more info for you. Oh, now I know that we talked about pumpkins before, but I don't think I gave this specific piece of information, which is, ooh, this should go right here. Oh, that looks better, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. See, this isn't enough space. I like a little more, like more white space between. I cut it right down the middle because I like to fold this over. Man, I hate to get rid of the bugs, though. I love the bugs, man. But this goes better with this. So maybe I should just do that. I guess. Okay. Okay, so the word pumpkin showed up for the first time that we know of in the fairy tale Cinderella. Who knew? I mean, come on. I didn't know that. Did y'all know that? Okay, hold your breath. I think I used a cutter with this. I used a cutter with that. Did I use a cutter with this? Don't look very cut straight. Oh, hot was not. All right, let's figure out where I need to have it. If I go up against that edge, is little foot right there. A teeny weeny little foot of that buggy is where it goes. All right, I don't cut off this edge. I use my, you know, smusher thing. What's it called? Where is it at? That's what I really want to know. Oh, score pal, score board. There, that's the word. Now, I'm going to line this little puppy up. And I'm going to make sure that I get the line. I'll put it on the top of the line. And then I'm going to fold it over and glue it down. But you got to get rid of that little edge there. So we'll do that over the trash. That one looks okay. And, you know, if you have a pocket, you have to have something in it. So I hope there's something over here to put in it. All right, then I'm going to glue down this edge. Okay, a French explorer in 1584 called pumpkins grow, I don't know, G-R-O-S, grosmelons, which is translated in English as pompions, according to history. It wasn't until the 17th century that they were first reflected as, I can't read my writing. Anyway, they were called pumpkins at that point. Now you know. Now you know. All right, back over here. See, I like that. Instead of having a cut edge, if you have the cut edge, like the other end of this, oh, I need to ink before I stink. I'm just going to do the edge. I'm not going to really cry too much. I don't need to do that edge, do I? Maybe. Okay, fine. It's done. If you do just the cut edge, then it will more than likely not be as easy to put a piece of paper in. Okay, that's the whole point. Make sure that's glued. I'm going to do this little edge thing here. Oh man, I've been working on my organization stuff for so long. I bought so much stuff this season. I should be smacked. All right, I'm going to line it up over here because that part is the part that's going to actually show more than the other part. But I'm going to put a pucker in, and I'm just going to squish it forward just enough to get a little piece of air in there. That's it. That way, your paper on your tag and your whatever will go in and out easier. If it, see how much easier that is? If you just, and it's just not flat across glued down. Just give it a smidge of a pucker together. I like the folded edge, yeah. It's nicer like that. And people, some of the designers don't leave that edge for you. I'm not a fan of those as well, but it's all right. It's okay. I think that goes better with that because that blue and blue kind of goes together. Now to do the back, what should I do? Let's see. What do we got? We have a tree. I have this one, but I like that a lot. Let's see what else I got. Oh, I need an edge though. Hold on. I love these. Oh my gosh, I love these so much. Which one do you like best? Oh, and then there's this one and this one. Oh, I already know these are the same. Those are the same. I liked them a lot. I just cut them out. That's all. Oh, I could put this one in the back. That kind of goes with that better, doesn't it? Hang on. 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 Do 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 do. All right. Do we want to get rid of the bottles? I need to cut that straight. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let's see. What else do I have? McCormick's Roll. So McCormick and Company is largely credited for popularizing you gotta go with the flow. That's all there is to it. Oh, look, it was cut straight. Man, I hate when I undo something that wasn't needing to be done. I think I did do this. Okay, anyway, it's too big. Pumpkin pie spice as a pre-blended mix. Okay, so McCormick is the folks that did it, okay? Which was true. It was introduced in 1934, making it more economically, where he said this, friendly from buying individual jars of spice, including cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, and allspice. See, I don't understand why cinnamon, ginger, you said cinnamon, nutmeg, and cloves is allspice. Oh, so they're adding ginger to it, I guess. All right, I'm going to cut that one bottle off. We're going to have one little bottle hanging out by himself in Lawville. I might save those other little bottles because they're kind of cute. What do you think? Okay, we got to do this. Does that fit? Looks good to me. Looks good to me. Can't do it that way. You got to do it this way. And we line this up on tippy top and tippy top. I'm lining this on the top edge of that. You probably can't even tell, but that's all right. That way. Hold tight while we squeeze it down. And I use my hand to do this too. Cabinets are made of wood. What does that mean, Marie? Marie. You like the cabinets because they're made of wood? Is that what you're saying? I do. You know, I want that silly, that's what I wanted. My husband wanted to know what I wanted, and I figured out what I wanted, but he's not going to spend that much on me because he wouldn't let me spend much on him. And I wanted to spend more on him, but he wouldn't let me. That way I could get what I wanted for my birthday. The things we do. All right, I have to hold this down a moment while I read some more. Most of the spices in pumpkin pie spice mix, like nutmeg, cinnamon, and cloves. Hold on, I gotta get the glue on. originate from the Spice Islands in the Southeast Asia. Isn't that interesting? All right, I'm gonna get this little edge here. Oh, let's see. Oh, I did that backwards. Should I do it like that? Oh, you're saying that. Well, okay. Okay. Except right now I cut that. The color matches better anyway. Oh, wait. Do I have one that goes the other way? It doesn't go the other. See, she didn't make them go the other way. They everyone go the same direction. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, so she usually flip-flops everything and puts it on the other side, but she didn't do that. All right, let's take a vote. Which one do you like better? You like the wood? This color matches the, well, that kind of matches that, but this matches this too. I could do wood. I did not do this straight. I didn't. Just when you think you did, you didn't. Yep. You like the wood too. All right. Gosh, you people, you get what you want, don't you, all the time. You say I want candy, you get candy, don't you? Your hubby's all, no, kidding. All right, do I cut this off right there? Or do I cut it off here and have it go that way? That would cut it. Whew, sorry for the yawns. I kind of like this little cabinet here. I think I want to cut it this way. So I'm going to cut it. You're funny. You're so funny. All right, I'm doing this. Throwing that away. Now I gotta do this part again, y'all. I'm really thirsty though. 10 minutes. Oh. Cheers. Oop. I always try to turn it over, don't I? All right, we're gonna glue this side then. That there and that there. All right. All right, yeah, cut this little edge off. And we don't want that one hanging out either. There, I heard a boom again. See, in the middle of the night last night, I heard a boom. Sounds like it's right at by my bathroom and up in my master bedroom. I'm in my loft above that. Come on, stick down. Stick. It's a sticky situation, isn't it? Okay. Oh, let's see. While commonly used in pumpkin pie, the spice can also be used to make savory dishes. Have you guys used it in these things? Roasted vegetables, meat rubs, or even breakfast cereals? I have not. I'm not that big of a... I like one once in a while, but I like pumpkin pie, but I'm not so fond of the spice itself, you know. All right, here we go. Is this better, y'all? All right, here we go. Down, 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 up, 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 down, down, down. All right, we're going to the corner. Gosh, it's dark over here. Going to the corner. And I'm going there, and I'm going to pucker it in just a smidge. That might be a little much. Okay, there we go. I like it. I'll play with ephemera next time, which will be next Monday again, unless I decide to come and be live. Oh, no. This is Monday. Thursday. I'll be back on Thursday, y'all. So like, subscribe, ring the bell, ding-a-ling, choose all for the subscriptions. But I have 4 more things. I have 2 more things to tell you. And this is all about the pumpkin spice. Starbucks Impact. The pumpkin spice latte significantly boosted the popularity of pumpkin pie spice in recent years, driving a trend of incorporating the flavor into various foods, beverage items too. So wait a minute, did you guys say anything? You didn't tell me if you've seen anything weird. Okay, so by 2019, pumpkin pie spice was the 4th best-selling retail spice from September to November. Fall accounts for 80% of McCormick's retail sales for pumpkin pie spice. Dun, 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 dun. Thanks for joining me, y'all. I will be back on Thursday, 3 o'clock Central Standard Time, and we'll see you then. Do I put something on this edge or do I leave it? I think I might leave it. Kind of like it that way. Anyway, remember your day is full of choices, so choose joy. Oh, will there be an exam? Yes. No, there's no exam. Anyway, have a good night, guys. Talk to you soon.